Hi, give me a second to find this feed. I'm loving what this eclipse has done to the energy, like on every level. So I'm really excited about the energy of this month. I keep on trying to talk about it on my feed. So I'm gonna do a little bit of an energy report. Make sure you guys share these feeds out. If you're just joining me, give me a second to do the same. We're kind of going to enter almost like a dream state with this energy and the things that are occurring astrologically. So some people might already be feeling that, like it feels more dreamlike. You could be more dizzy, maybe having ascension symptoms, all signs that we are shifting. We have a really powerful energy this month. I'm going to really start to talk about it in a second. Take a second to share this out. I'm banned all the time, so I can never share it anywhere. So I always need you guys to help share it. I give away an activation off of every video. A lot of you guys are catching me on replay though. It's cool, you can still participate. I don't find the person till the next day. We're gonna talk real quick, January's energy. Something I've been talking about a lot lately because I'm real tuned into these space storms and I really need them to do my own ascension and to do these videos, my mission, everything to do with this energy. So normally we would be in a rest cycle. This week is really good for dream work, right? Sometimes we have a good week out of the month that's best for astral experiences, meditation, tuning into higher states of consciousness, and this week is it. Now, because of the eclipse, we have strange things happening with the energy. Usually we would be resting after our upgrade, and right now we're anything but. This planet is still getting hit with a lot of highly charged particles of energy right now. It's really helping move us forward on our paths and our ascension. We have, for the first time in a while, all of the planets are moving direct. We've had a lot of retrogrades lately, and even though we aren't expecting any until I think March, we're expecting a lot of retrogrades this year too. So you can see things are changing on planetary levels just as they are on individual levels with us doing this ascension. So that means that since all the planets have shifted direct, the energy is now flowing forward on all new levels, right? Sometimes that can mess up the energy around here. So you should feel like you're beginning to flow again in your life. You're moving again, you're kind of getting over that ascension funk if you're at that place. We have a full moon lunar eclipse this month. It will be visible from the United Kingdom, so I'm very excited about that because when I was living in the United States, a lot of these crazy eclipses aren't as visible there. So we are in between two eclipses right now. We just had an eclipse and it's still having very strong effects on the energy. I always say the aftermath of an eclipse, the effect of it can last for up to 3 months. So it's really, forced a reset on this planet, but we're getting ready for another energetic reset, and we're kind of at a lull in between these two storms as we're waiting for the next one to hit us. This month is huge for ascension, so is this year. I have concern when trying to learn the new energy cycles, because we have these standard energy cycles that have probably been going on from the beginning of time, and we're noticing with this ascension that it's changing the energy around here, and the effects of it, the durations of it, and things like that. So I just have concern that because these storms are picking up in intensity and picking up in energy and in momentum, I have concern for the ones that have not awakened yet and are having third dimensional experiences, because I can only describe it like this energy is going to create a pressure cooker of sorts around here, right? So the energy is intensifying, and if you're not at a good place or a good vibration, it might be hard for your body to assimilate and handle the energy and the upgrades and activations that are coming with it on whatever level. So it's really important that we're doing the usual detoxing, trying to raise our frequency, getting rid of the things not serving us. the more inner work that you put in to your life, the better your life will be. So it doesn't matter how many space storms and eclipses and retrogrades are coming. If you're not willing to change and put the work into yourself, not a lot will change based on these energies. So we need to learn how to use these energies to our advantage. For me, January is a month of manifesting. So the things that we're sitting around and thinking about this month are going to actually create our path for the entire year. We're writing our fate right now, this month, based on the thoughts and ideas and dreams and hopes and aspirations we're putting out. I'm going to London, like I said. And it's really funny. I hope it inspires the people that have been watching my story, for a while. Because last year I was posting pictures of London and the London Bridge everywhere when I was trying to move to the UK from California. So I was really posting this stuff everywhere. Well, we live in a manifest reality. I'm now going there to some place that I was just posting pictures of. It's very important that we kind of start to put out bigger manifestations, bigger ideas. I don't care if it is places you think you could never afford to go. Anything you would be doing if you could be making your dream reality. We need to be, putting out more ideas of, bigger inspirations this month. This is time that we put what we have learned into practice. We've been doing a lot of energy work. Last month was about healing deep wounds, deep dark shit, letting go of crazy stuff, releasing a lot of the same. But this month is much different. We have a focus on creating the new and manifesting. We need to stop looking backwards at all, and we need to stay focused on where we want our final destination to be, what we're trying to build, what we're trying to do. This will be an amazing year for light workers because I see people are either on their missions or have a good start, or maybe you want a mission. Perfect. We're going to be working on our missions this year. We're constantly rebuilding ourselves and our ideas and things like that. This will be a really big year for people shifting into a service to others kind of personality. Let me see. All right, so these eclipses are powerful. They're forcing an energetic reset and forcing this planet into higher frequencies. On every level, they're very important for our ascension. We're kind of starting out this new year with a big bang energetically, and we're going through a lot of upgrades. A lot of people could be feeling all sorts of issues with their chakras, activation type symptoms. I'm seeing a lot of people that are having ascension symptoms with these storms, right? Well, those are DNA activation symptoms. This energy is actually perfect because we're getting our DNA activated throughout this month. And so it's really, it's our higher self is emerging from these activations and these energies on whatever level. We're kind of stepping out of this mess around here as our higher selves, higher versions of ourselves in whatever regard. You guys need to be drinking more water. I go to try to look at some space weather this morning for fun. I go to try to see if there's any space weather. Yeah, well, according to these space weather sites, but you know how I feel about that. They say we're still having K3 type geostorm activity, and it's expected at least for the next 2 days. So we do see there is a lot of that solar debris coming, aftershocks of, that solar eclipse hitting this planet still. So make sure you guys are drinking a lot of water going through this. You'll feel better. You'll feel higher frequency. It'll help detox you faster. Water's the best detox. It'll help you get rid of any lower energies. You'll be vibrating a lot higher in this energy. A lot of people are getting dehydrated and not realizing it. If you have grumpy people around you, they probably just need some water. So you know what, if you guys aren't drinking enough water, it'll drop your frequency. It could make you grumpy, level 500, irritable, feeling more ascension symptoms. Make sure you guys are hydrating really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to throw in here, right? Okay, I'm gonna do 2 little ads before I do cards. We have our Awakening to Ascension class open. I always put the links below, but there's so many comments, you guys lose them. That is our class. It's in the class section of my site. It's £33 for the year, and we're doing chakras and special activations in this site. It is on a Facebook group. That's why I like it. If you guys are trying to join, you can just search for the group Awakening to Ascension. Just send an invite. There's details in it on how to pay. We let you guys pay when you can too. We're trying to be real cool with you guys, right? So definitely check out our new class space. I'm going live in that space too. I just did my first video in it this morning. I was kind of nervous, so I was kind of getting used to it. I went and said hi and did my first video. I have another amazing teacher, Brittany Dunking, helping me with that space. It's already like overnight an amazing collaboration of people with some beautiful energy in it. So I'm going to be working more in that class space. It allows us to have 2 teachers accessible to you guys all the time on a full-time basis too. So if you guys need someone, you're having a bad day, need to talk to someone, we're more easy to find in that space. So I will be using that space a lot. My link is above. I am manifesting students. I have so many classes on my site, but a lot of people have not taken Yusai Reiki. I am manifesting Yusai Reiki students. It is my hope that people get back to the healers that we're meant to be, right? The energy workers that we're meant to be, using our spiritual abilities. So I'm going to be manifesting students. I am going to London. Like I said, I have a countdown. It's like I can just use the full moon countdown for my London countdown too, because it's on the same day, right? So I look at the moon countdown. I'm on a countdown to go to London, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. Like I said, it's just mind-blowing a lot in my journey and where I'm ending up. So I'm going to London. I am doing a second Egyptian healing activation from London on the day of the full moon blood eclipse. I'm going to be channeling and working with that energy. It's going to be insane energy to be working with. I will be over there on the Canterbury ley line in London, and it's going to be a real high frequency area too. If you guys are interested in participating in that, I have an event at the top of this page with lots of pics and things we're going to go play with and experience in London. And then you guys can just sign up like you guys did with the Stonehenge activation for the second London one on my website. So if you guys are trying to participate in that, let me know. I'm going to start making my London list. It's going to be amazing energy. That lunar eclipse is going to come, not only help wake up a lot of the planet, it's going to come help activate us on all new levels. It's going to be a really powerful storm that we're going to, that's going to carry us into February. So I'm really looking forward to it too. I've been using this energy to manifest, like I said. This energy is nothing short of miraculous around us on this planet right now. And, it's just the entirety of creation, wanting to have us help direct and form it into our life in whatever level. So we have a lot of crazy energy around us. I said it on my last video that these space storms open us up to the interdimensional. So whenever we have a solstice or eclipse, there's always going to be more fairies around us, more extraterrestrial activity, more of the interdimensional around us. Lynn Marie, good morning. Make sure you guys share this feed out too. We're moving forward on our path. It's a big part of, entering January, that we need to stop looking back on our journey. The only problem is that usually we're looking back on things we didn't enjoy. And so you're actually telling your subconscious to create more of that. So we tend to look back on the negative and just thinking about it. There's a danger we could program the same experience again. So we need to just stop looking backwards. You're not even the same person you were yesterday. You're not. You're definitely not the same person you were a week ago or even a year ago, let alone 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You're unrecognizable as a soul. So we really just need to start to, be in the now more, be grounded into the now, be just, in the now, hopefully all the time, but we need to stay focused on manifesting and creating in the future. If we could just get a grip on our minds right now, and we were only telling our subconscious with our conscious mind things we wanted to manifest, things we like, enjoy, bliss, we would be living a much different existence when everyone can come together and kind of get to that place right now. So we're doing a lot of reprogramming mentally. We did a ton of that last year, becoming more positive, right? More gratitude, just the basic things. So we're entering this year with a lot of abilities in, our mind and the things we're thinking about. It's time that we put these things into practice and on bigger levels. Amanda Barker, good morning. Thank you. Yes, please share this. Be still. Okay, usually we go through these normal cycles, and like I said, we're getting extra solar wind right now, but we should be resting and integrating this week. This would be my normal. I would be like, you guys should be resting, but I'm not. We're probably going to have, crazy winds still hitting the planet. At least it said 2 more days. I'll reassess in 2 more days and let you know. So, 2 more days at least with no end in sight throughout the month. So, we have this crazy energy hitting the planet. Normally I would be telling you to rest, but we should be anyway. Listen to your bodies. If you guys are tired, can't move, ascension symptoms, not feeling so hot, even just not feeling your best, feeling aches, pains, whatever it is, make sure you guys are resting more and listening to your body. Your body is the best barometer to let you know what's going on with your body. Listen to it. Fiona Marie, good, you're in Australia. I try to go live early in the morning so that I can kind of hit Australia time too. So I'm sending a lot of love there. We have so many amazing light workers in Australia too, so I'm always connecting there. Emotions. This full moon at the end of the month is going to be very emotional energy. I can deal with that. I love emotions. I'll delve right in, right? I'm a very emotional person. So I can flow with that energy. This is going to be a heavy moon for some people. That it's going to bring up a lot of heavy, deep stuff, emotions, all sorts of stuff. So, you know, while we're purging and releasing nonstop the next year, because we're doing this purge release kind of cycle, it's very important that if you're having stuff come up like that with this next storm, that you guys are really just staying focused on manifesting and letting go of this stuff. Don't let any healing and purging get in the way of your manifesting and creating with these storms. Mo sass, be fearless. That's what I've been working on. Brittany says she thinks of me as fearless, but it's taken me a moment to get here. Like, seriously, like, I like to think that I'm fearless, but, you know, and then I'm thinking about this morning, I have these moments where it crosses my mind I might not be able to do this. This might not work out. I have to think realistically, but that's fear speaking, right? That will just keep us creating out of fear all the time. This might not work out. This might not go good. That is our fear speaking up. And so, you know, it's really important that as I'm entering 2019, that I'm only creating my dreams, that I'm done with creating my fears, which just kind of suck. They kind of suck to go through. It's not great. I'm done with that. I'm going to keep reminding myself I'm creating my dreams over here. Please don't get in the way. Any fear or, you know, voices speaking up or whatever it is, right? So we need to stay focused on creating our dreams and letting go of fear. Humanity has so much fear. So much fear. It's how the masses are controlled. So much drilled in, collective, ancestral fear kind of programming that you wouldn't believe how much anxiety and fear the average person has about a lot of things. So letting go of fear is a big topic. Good, Lisa White. Hi, we're entering a new chapter with this year. It feels so good. It feels like we're just entering this new energy, right? Like, it feels so good to get rid of the last year. We're in this new energy, and the universe is just dying for us to write a new chapter, a new end to our story, whatever it is, right? So we have a really good blank space to be creating for the entire year right now. So try to stay really focused on things you want to do and experience this year. Things you think were never possible. I had to dream big, like, I want to move to the United Kingdom and go play at Stonehenge and go here. I want to go to Tibet too, right? I had to kind of think bigger. So I'm learning how to unlimit myself in terms of what, you know, I think is possible too with my manifesting. Think bigger. Jasmine Perez, intense energies for real. This entire planet is being flooded with high influxes of energy and light, and there's no way in hell, even the sleep, every person on this planet isn't absorbing that energy in some capacity. So for me, I could feel it a lot in my crown chakra. We happen to be working on our crown, but I'm having people come to me feeling it in their solar plexus and other areas. It's kind of like we're getting recoded in every way. We have this outdated programming, right? The chakras not being used, the third eye not being used. We have, you know, this amazing computer programming that was never being used before. So as this energy is flooding the planet, it's really affecting our chakras and activating and expanding us on every level. So Jasmine, work on your crown chakra. Get outside. That's funny because we're doing the crown chakra and our awakening to ascension class. Get outside more, meditate more. It'll really help you absorb more of this energy. It's like pure source energy just flooding the planet and giving people the energy that they need to activate their bodies, their DNA, and to do this ascension on every level. Tina Diamond Plenty. Dizzy, drink more water. Dizziness, sign you need more water. Drink a ton of water. You're going through intense activations and upgrades right now, so you always need a lot of water when you're getting upgraded like that. More water. Surrender to the universe. Everyone just needs to surrender. Just set aside the idea that your ego would have had a better life than the universe doing this ascension. Set aside that your ego would have had a better time in Prison Planet doing its version of the dream reality than us coming back together as one and doing what the universe wants. So we really have to set aside what we want at some point for what the universe expects of us, because it's always going to be much better. Surrender to the universe. Stay open to it. Bonnie Peterson, unconditional love. That is what the fifth dimensional frequencies are about. embodying and becoming unconditional divine love. The problem why there's so much heartache around this matrix is some people are always expecting another person to give themselves the love that they need. And so we really have to get to a place of self-love and radiating that divine love with an open heart chakra before we can really come together with another in a spiritual union. A lot of people are looking for soulmates and twin flames around here. Well, first you must get on your frequency, on the right frequencies, and you have to do a certain degree of healing. These spiritual unions that people talk about are never going to happen on a third dimensional or fourth dimensional timeline. They're going to happen in the higher dimensions, right? So it takes a lot of inner work to kind of achieve that. So a lot of people are, asleep, going through the matrix, looking for love in another, when these people aren't even capable of loving themselves and coming up real disappointed and heartbroken. The problem is, I told my husband, is people are looking to receive love from another. We should be looking to give another love, right? People are always looking to receive that love. Well, once you can learn how to give love, then you'll be receiving it back everywhere in that reflection. Jasmine, moving direct as in out of retrograde. We just had Uranus shift out of retrograde. So yes, moving in alignment. It creates kind of a weird pull with the energies whenever we have even one planet moving retrograde, and we had so many wrapping up last year in retrograde on and off. So the energy is just flowing again. Jessica Rose, intuition. You guys have amazing intuition. We need to stop second guessing ourselves. We need to have more confidence in our abilities, right? That's where a lot of the problem lies. Not having confidence in your intuition and your abilities. Your intuition is your soul guiding you on every level, and we must learn how to listen to it. Once you can tune into your intuition, it will become stronger and stronger the more you use it. Sherry, Mother Earth, we need to connect more to Earth, right? I know I'm feeling cooped up and trapped in the house because it's winter time here and freezing in the UK, so I'm feeling a little cooped up. I was saying I can't wait till it's spring and I can reopen the garden space at my house. But me and Sherry are going to get outside into nature, and we did that during the last full moon storm that we used the solstice to go to, the equinox to go to Stonehenge, and we were outside the whole time in that crazy high frequency energy, and you wouldn't believe the recharge we got just from hanging out outside. So we're going to be outside again, and I'm really looking forward to it. We really need to connect with the earth more. That's where all of this energy and magic lies in every regard. We need to get outside more. Big reoccurring themes. So good for your energy to connect with the earth. The earth's already on those fifth dimensional frequencies and just waiting for humanity to catch up. Randy Robinson, you're limitless. We have limited ourselves, right? Sometimes I feel real limited in this matrix, but just wrapping up last year and the experiences that I had, I'm learning how unlimitless the universe is, right? That we have the entire universe's energy at our disposal and around us in every regard. So, the universe is infinite, limitless in every regard. We need to realize that we have that energy not only within us, but all around us. And we need to unlimit the way that we're thinking about other people, our own reality, our experiences. We just really need to reprogram the way we're seeing things around here in a lot of levels. Sharon Hamilton, I am going to need you to shine more. I'm going to need you to do more of what makes you happy, what lights you up, right? In whatever regard, all you have to do is keep raising your vibration and, having a more enjoyable life, and it will bring up the entire collective and change, everyone else's reality too. It's really contagious. You ever run into a guy that's having like a bad day, and how do you feel after someone I just swear, after someone calls you a cunt or is an asshole to you at a store or out in the matrix, cuts you off? It can create a negative chain reaction when you collide with someone that's really in a bad mood, right? So the same is true for positivity. It can be really contagious. You can just smile at a stranger and it might brighten up their whole day, put them in a better mood, and then guess what? They're probably going to smile at the next person. So positivity is contagious, just like negativity. Shine brighter. Amy Parks, free spirit. I'm trying to liberate my soul. I know a lot of people are after different things, with their spiritual paths and where they're trying to head. My soul is seeking a liberation. I want to get off of the cycle of reincarnation and rebirth and death. I want to get off of that wheel. I feel like a lot of people are just incarnating into this place over and over again, right? Into the same experiences. So I'm really seeking a deeper liberation, that my soul knows that we can actually transcend this matrix, and that there are other places that we could be learning that are probably much higher density and nicer to learn into. So my soul is after liberating myself from the earth plane. I am going to get rid of anything that is attaching me here or keeping me here, whether it was my relationships, the people around me, you know, anything. So I've just been working on this deeper purification to liberate from here. Your soul wants to be free. We do not want to be enslaved and imprisoned and karmically tied to souls we don't like. So this is where we come together and we liberate on some level. Catherine Moans, good morning. Thank you for sharing it. Facebook, I could go on a Facebook rant every day for the things I see. Doing my missions, and I'm not the only one. Catherine, sacred journey. There's nothing more sacred than you experiencing yourself right now. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It's the entire universe is focused on you and what you're doing and you being you. In whatever regard, our soul is leading us somewhere sacred, that's for sure, right? It's leading us back to oneness. So you know what? When you're in a state of separation and you're going through that third dimensional matrix experience, you're going to be in lack. When you're perceiving things separately, you're going to be in lack. You might even be in victim mentality. You might be drawing like opposite elements, like empath, narcissist, you know, degrees of separation. Our soul craves oneness with source, to be in alignment with the whole universe, to be in abundance and flowing with things in whatever regard. So this is where we're coming back to. We're moving out of that lack, broke, sick programming and into a state or a vibration of true abundance, oneness, consciousness, unity. Sita Debbie, hello. Take a time out. That's how I'm feeling. I'm working today, right? But I'm definitely, before I go to London, fitting in lots of me time. Take a time out. This is a big emphasis on self-care this month. Going through these energy shifts, same with last year. We see self-care, take more baths, take care of yourself, right? So we're going to be doing the same this year, where someone told me this is a year of self-care. It definitely is. More self-care, more time for yourself. Do more time, you know, just doing things that you enjoy, whether it's gardening, meditating, hanging out, more activities for yourself. Louisa Marie Smith, good morning. Mirrored souls. You know what? Everything is always a reflection of what's going on with you inside. So I always think that when I'm colliding with you guys as light workers, that we're at a pretty good place spiritually. And we've been through a lot to get to this place where we're at. It tells me a lot about where we're all at around here. So you know what, you've done a lot of inner work, and as you're changing your internal state, it's changing everything about your reality. Keep it up, you're doing really good. There's lots of crazy energy. I saw Francisco get on his live yesterday, and he's like, energy, right? And he's like feeling all crazy. That's how I was feeling yesterday too, when I was flowing in this energy. I'm really looking forward to my work week this week with this eclipse energy. It's making it real crazy to work in, and I'm loving it. So there's tons of crazy energy flying around. Use it to manifest. Holly, walk your truth. We're not only learning how to walk our truth, we're learning how to speak our truth. Walk your truth, speak it. We're finding our voice around here. In whatever regard, you'll find sometimes doing videos can be harder than you think, or whatever. Talking about your experience is, or trying to convey the spiritual into words is very hard on its own. So we're finding our voice. Marcia Kelly, worlds within worlds, right? I always say that we act as portholes to the spiritual, especially a lot of the divine feminine too, because sometimes the feminine is tuned in intuitive ways, right? So, you know, just the awake are supposed to be acting as these portholes, these bridges between worlds in whatever regard. Let's see, I know I'm reading this comments. Some people might have a hard time, you know, believing that there are other dimensions or other realms, but you guys go to sleep every night and your astral body leaves your physical body and you go to another dimension or another realm, and every morning you make it back to your body, right? So we leave our body and we do go to other realms of existence. Samantha Hernandez, good morning. Communication. We're learning how to speak around here, right? Empath training. We're learning boundaries. Boundaries, cutting cords, getting rid of psychos, stuff like that, right? We're learning energy care 101. So we need to have better communication. We need to speak when your intuition is telling you not to do something. Just say no. Better boundaries. It can be really liberating to tell someone toxic to F off. It can feel really good to just get rid of toxic people. Not today, right? Not today. It can be so liberating to speak your truth. So make sure you're setting healthy boundaries, because a lot of people around us are not. Jennifer Lee, cosmic connection. We're so connected to this energy all around us, the universe, all the time. We're so connected to this singular consciousness on every level. Make sure you're meditating more. I was talking about meditation this morning, and it really recharges you with cosmic energy, but it's almost like we're like these little radio receivers, and it's like connecting to source, right? It's like uploading to source. So we get a lot of downloads when we're meditating. It clears our minds, clears our chakras, refills us with cosmic energy. More meditation. It's like having, all of consciousness right there tuned into you. It's very powerful. Rosa Patterson, gratitude. It's our big theme entering January, that we need to be grateful. I said that people get in these manifesting ruts because they're like, I'm broke, my life sucks, everything sucks. So we need to be grateful for what we have, and just being in gratitude opens up new probabilities, new pathways, right? New experiences. So more gratitude is actually how we manifest more abundance into our life. By being in gratitude, it's also one of the highest frequencies. So when you're in gratitude, it shifts your entire frequency, raising it. Karina Burns, believe. We need to have more faith in the universe. That's something I'm entering the new year with. Hopefully more faith in the universe after having lived my mission at this point in time. Hopefully I'm having more trust and faith in the universe, because I have this very real stuff I go through doing my mission, where sometimes I'm mind blown, like I don't think I can do this. Like, this is your next mission objective, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I can pull this off, but I'll try. And everything always just comes together perfectly. Usually last minute too, but everything just seems to align for the things I need to continue doing my mission on whatever level. So hopefully I'm entering this new year with some extra faith and trust in the universe and the things that I'm trying to manifest. Hopefully we're coming to more confidence energetically. Tina Perry, hope. Hope. You guys should have nothing but hope and inspiration for this year. This is a year where we can turn our dreams into reality. The energy is changing. It's allowing us to manifest easier. We're getting our manifestations rapidly. So as this energy is changing, it's changing everything about our worlds here. More manifesting. Brian Armstead, transformation. We're going through a serious physical transformation right now, and I know there's a lot of awakening and consciousness information out, but I don't even know if people are prepared for where we're headed in the physical vehicle and where it's headed to and the capabilities it will have. So we're going through this huge transformation. Last year was huge for our ascension and, rebuilding the core and the foundation of our body and who we are, and we're going to continue to be upgraded and activated and moving forward on this ascension journey. And it's mind-blowing to me, the capabilities of our physical bodies, what they are capable of now and what they will be capable of. Dale, celestial teacher. Yeah, I know. It's where we're at around here. Teachers. I definitely didn't recognize that about myself, and I had a lot of resistance in moving to my path. I was already a healer, right? But I had a lot of resistance in trying to teach people. I'm not sure why, and I'm just kind of stepping into that role and learning how to. But in whatever regard, we are already being looked at as those teachers by the people around us in a lot of ways. My students are teaching me how to teach, right? I play teacher, and you guys are all my teachers. All around me, you guys are teaching me how to teach in whatever regard. Let's see. Lizette Elves. Patience. Have patience with those around you. Not everyone is at the same level as us, right? People awaken at their time, right? This is to be some divine timing in all of this. So, not everyone is even awake around us. A lot of times I feel like I'm awake in a dead world. I feel like everyone looks at me and thinks I'm nuts around here, but I'm looking at these people like, right? So we have to have patience with where things are at with this ascension in whatever regard. More patience with the people around you. Everyone's going to awaken in their divine timing, but this is the beginning phases of a planetary awakening, and I believe that every person on this planet will wake up and heal during this time right now. Melina Ann says, bring your winter clothes. It's freezing here. It's freezing here too. I know, I got winter clothes. We'll be outside the whole time too, freezing. We're hardcore survivalists. It's okay, right? We're like hardcore survivalists. We got this. Yeah, it's real cold. We're well aware. We were just doing another cold trip, but we loved it. So I'm ready though. I'm excited. Freezing here too. Check, check. It's nice out. It's sunny out here today. And I said if it's sunny this time of year in the UK, it's like a miracle. Melina, we're making better conscious choices, and guess what? That builds up to a better reality, a better life. All we needed to do was make some better choices around here, and that builds up to an entire better reality on every level. Keep making good, consciously aware choices. Ashley Rachel Brownstein, compassion. I'm trying to come to more. I had to hear if it was the mail or the door. Alright, I'm trying to come to more compassion, right? In my everyday life, compassion and unconditional love would be fifth dimensional frequencies. So I've been doing a lot of heart chakra work and solar plexus work to work on empathy and compassion. Keep working on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is open, and when you guys open your heart chakra, you become extremely magnetic to other people. Perhaps the reason we are looked at as teachers, our energy just becomes very magnetic and seems to pull people to it. Alex Jade, we should be celebrating, believe it or not. We have passed a point of no return in our journeys, and we should be celebrating. You know, we're making a really good start and dent in this ascension. And, you know, it's amazing that we're even at this place, you know, having this conversation right now about a planetary ascension and our role as light workers and things like that. Melody Wittenhall, awaken. Time to awaken. Don't worry, this eclipse is going to awaken us. And people are like, what? I'm already awake. What? Don't worry, this eclipse is coming to wake us up. I was thinking about it. Maybe it's not waking up the rest of the world, but it seems to be awakening us. I think that's what's important around here. So I know a lot of people, you know, are realizing maybe this energy isn't waking people up around us, but it sure is waking us up. So we're definitely coming to more lucidity this month with these eclipse energies. It's pushing us into higher states of consciousness, awareness, better connecting us to the universe. Expect to continue to awaken. We're going to come to more and more lucidity. Like I said, it's just like a dream experience here. And we are becoming somewhat lucid in this dream, in this reality, in this dream experience. I say somewhat because if I was in a lucid dream, I could just, you know, teleport to you and do this crazy stuff. But in this reality, we are coming to lucidity because we're becoming consciously aware of our thoughts and how they're affecting our reality and how things work around here. We're going to continue to awaken though, definitely. Mallory McFarland, balance. I need to have a lot of energetic balance in my life because of the work that I'm doing. It's very, very important that my energy is always good and on point. So, you know, I have a pretty zened out life. I like to have a real meditative kind of existence here where I spend a lot of time meditating, doing Reiki, healing myself, you know, kind of zened out activities. Make sure that your energy is balanced. If things are out of alignment with you guys and your reality, your energy is probably out of balance. Jeffrey Cahoe, strength. We're working on our spiritual strength. As our DNA is being activated and upgraded, it is, you know, changing our light body experience too. That's why our dream states are changing and things like that. So you're really building up an amazing spiritual strength. Jenny Johansson. Integrity. This is a spiritual purification. It's about getting back to source and getting back to a pure space spiritually. So things like bad relationships, garbage food, vaccines, they really pollute us spiritually and on a soul level. This is about, you know, ditching the toxic chemicals, the vaccines, ditching dead, bad friendships, relationships, you know, letting go of the things that are no longer serving us spiritually. More releasing. Jen Montalone Bird, Shadow Self. This is like my card I'm going to take out of the deck next time if I use these cards again, right? So we have these shadows that surface. If you ever met someone you didn't like or had a bad relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic. Anyone just like, remember the neighbors? Good example, shadow self. But so Jen had these neighbors and she did not like living near them, right? I would describe that as a shadow self experience. I think the neighbors ended up moving. So what she did was she started to meditate and purify and do this inner work. Guess what? That shadow kind of got replaced, moved away. So a lot of people are thinking that they need to go heal the ones that are around them, not doing so good, fix everything, do more inner work, meditate, and it will change your entire reality. So some people might be experiencing shadow self type stuff coming up. It could be like not getting along with someone, seeing qualities you don't like in other people. Explore the shadow more. We have a lot of collective pain too. So as a healer, you're probably being called to help with that collective pain, that we can't have so many people here in pain without it leaving some type of collective imprint. A lot of people are terrified of that word, dark, shadow, evil, right? The shadow side of humanity. People get really scared of that. They talk about dark stuff and they're like, oh my God. But you know, once you become a healer, you should have reached past the fear of having other people come and project their pain and their garbage and their darkness on you. We're alchemists, so you tend to have a lot more people finding you as a healer, coming to you with their pain, their garbage, things not working in their life, and your job is to always transmute it and make things better. You're supposed to take their negative energy and you're supposed to transmute it and return Reiki and love in whatever regard. So embrace that shadow people are either bringing to you or that you're either seeing in your reality. And whatever level, you're supposed to fix it and heal it and transmute it with your Reiki and love and light. Heather McPhee, let go. We're letting go of the things not serving us. You know, it's just some of our past lessons are outdated. This is Earth School. I want to continue moving forward and leveling up and getting new lessons and new experiences, and I want to continue evolving forward on my path. So, you know, if you were to look at my lessons I had 10 years ago, they would not be the same lessons I'm on now. And hopefully that's where everyone is at. So we're going to continue moving forward on our path. We can make this journey a lot easier on ourselves by letting go of the old lessons in our lives, letting go of the old, you know, relationships that are no longer serving us, so that we can create something new with that space. There's a huge theme on letting go of the old before we can materialize a new path in front of us. So a lot of people are kind of waking up, coming back to their spiritual abilities, and they're finding out that some of their relationships, their jobs, maybe living places, things aren't serving them anymore as they're getting back to their authentic spiritual core. Some of these third dimensional lessons and experiences and control dramas are just no longer serving us. So, you know, we've been doing a lot of releasing around here. If you have things that you still need to get rid of, let go of them. We're trying to create the space to create your entire new year, something new. So more releasing, more letting go, but really focus on manifesting. I'm going to be letting you guys go. On that note, if you guys have like Reiki class questions about my site, things you want covered on a video, come hit my business page inbox. I am going to be here working through the week till I take my weekend, and then I'm going to disappear. If you guys are interested in our class, you guys can just message me if you need more details, whatever it is, I'm around. Make sure you check out my site. I'll be putting up a bunch of energy reports this month on there too, because we kind of have crazy energy. I'm still kind of assessing it. I can always kind of feel what's coming. So we have an intense month energetically. I'll be putting up a lot of fun energy reports on my site this month too. Have a high vibe day. Your frequency this month will determine your entire year and all of the lessons you will draw to you. No pressure, right? No pressure. So the universe is always just responding to our frequency and the thoughts and vibrations we're putting out. So try to stay more positive, more optimistic about the year. We can create whatever we're thinking about. So really put out better ideas, better manifestations, use your voice, learn how to speak, and love and light.